You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, lootdummies.com. Venture into the Primal lands with your hosts, Brindlin Cornelius, the fox and wizard of enchantment, and his trusty little mouse sidekick, Laurel, played by Sam.
Friendlin Cornelius, but my friends call me Freddy. If you don't mind, I'd love to give you and your patrons here a little show.
And Phineas the Ferocious, the tiger folk barbarian, hailing from deep within the Jade Mist rainforest, played by Seth.
My name's Phineas. He knows how to kill people every way you can kill them, but he has no idea what anybody's talking about half the time.
And finally, your host and dungeon master, Taylor. Welcome back, Loot Dummies listeners. This is Taylor speaking. I wanted to give a quick update before we get back into the show on some things that are happening on Patreon and on the main podcast feed. So if you're a member on Patreon, then you already know that Primal Land started as an exclusive podcast for our Patreon members. If you're not a member on Patreon, come check us out at patreon.com/lootdummies. That's LOOT Dummies. We would love to have you there. Come check out the different things that we're offering. We've got 3D printed miniatures that we ship to your house every 3 months to our Confluence Guild members, and we've got some other exclusive things. So I wanted to give a little state of the union of the Loot Dummies universe before we get back into today's episode. So as we were recording this Primal Lands podcast, we were also finishing Book 2 of the Unstable Evolution series that you listen to on our main podcast feed. This Primal Lands podcast was intended to be a monthly release on Patreon. It ended up being really well received. We really liked the characters and the story, so I decided to put it on the main feed. Now, the main podcast feed releases an episode every week. So, a little bit of basic math will tell you that we eventually caught up to the Patreon feed, with the Primal Lands show releasing every week on the main feed and once a month over on Patreon. So we have caught up. So this month on Patreon, you will be getting this episode 25, a little bit early. But let me tell you what's going to happen in the next several months. This Primal Lands story arc, or book 1 of this Primal Lands campaign, will be coming to an end pretty soon. We've already begun recording Book 3 of the Unstable Evolution campaign, the story that followed Talik, Bodyknock, Shadow, Pomerel, and Alirlock through the world of Antiriath. Some things have happened there. I won't give any spoilers, but Book 3 is coming soon. The same players that you love, and we've already started recording it. It's really awesome. You're going to love our new characters, and you're going to love what's happening on that campaign. Going forward, starting in June on the Patreon, we will be releasing special one-shots and dumbing it down episodes once a month, one-shots exclusive to Patreon. So check us out on Patreon if you want access to some new one-shots. We're going to be trying some different TTRPG systems. We're going to do some stuff in Shadowdark, which we've already done before. We'll probably try Crown and Skull, Index Card RPG, and some others that we have that we want to try and play. And if you've got any suggestions, then give us a comment in your rating or your review about what you want us to play, or come join us on Patreon and talk to us on Discord about that. So very excited about what is coming. Keep listening to the show. Tell your friends about it. Give us a rating and a review. Anything you can do to help be a part of this community. We love you all equally. Now, let's give a special welcome back to Alan from the We Open With and Quick I Need a Game podcast. And let's give you a quick little recap before we jump back into tonight's action. On the last few episodes of the podcast, Party received an urgent message from a sending stone inside the cart, directing all Bog soldiers and recruiters to return to the Bog immediately and forego any previous orders. Drop tells the party that they'll have to take turns driving, and they can make it back to the bog in 6 or 7 days. That night, as Drop steers the cart through a thick magical wood, he's assassinated by a poison arrow. The party surprisingly gives him a quick funeral and a few moments of silence before Cecil offers to go his own way. The party ultimately decides to stay together, with Freddy and Finn urging Cecil to stay with them. They can come up with a plan to sneak him back into the bog and reunite him with his wife Marge. They find Durop's map among some other things and see just a day's journey south of them where Durop has marked a trader on the map. They visit that trader, turns out to be an unscrupulous sort named Rika Two-Tails, a raccoon folk with a group of rat folk henchmen that are torturing a prisoner in a cage near their camp. They try to negotiate to purchase the prisoner, things get tense, and the party rolls for initiative. After some back and forth and some shenanigans, Freddy uses a suggestion spell to tell one of the Ratfolk henchmen to go to their cart and fetch their potions and scrolls, while Cecil throws the lanterns perched around the camp at the bandits' tents and belongings, causing some more chaos. And that is where we're going to pick up here in the middle of that battle. Next up is the Ratfolk that was running out to the cart to grab your potions for you.
Oh yeah, go get us our potions. Be quick about it, boy.
Does he make a save or?
No, once he fails, as long as I maintain concentration, he's stuck doing that for 8 hours or until he completes his task.
Alright, he makes it another 30 feet down the trail. Now, what about range, though? What if he gets, like...
It's unlimited range. It's only 30-foot range to cast, but like the beggar traveling knight thing,
yeah,
it's
true.
A weird spell. It's so weird.
Alright.
You can't have a creature, like, stab itself or hurt itself in any way. Like, jump off a cliff or anything. Yeah.
You can give it a fetch quest.
It pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. That's exactly what I gave him, was a fetch quest for the damn potions that we left. It's a dual-pronged thing.
Rika's up. She's gonna snarl at Finn and say, "Why don't you just fucking die already?" And take 2 attacks at you. First one is a 12 to hit. Second one is a 9 to hit. Jesus. Rico's dealing with a traumatic brain injury, trying to swing at you. But Mudfoot is going to take one lunge towards you as well, Finn. And he rolled a 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Finn roars in his face again.
Awesome. He does 10 bludgeoning damage to you this time.
Ooh, he's all of a
As he
sudden rolling
slams
rocks.
into you. Yeah, he's rolling high damage.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. That's all they can do. Freddy, you are up. Concentrating on your suggestion.
Yes. And so I can't cast any other fun concentration spells, but what I can do is holler out. Did we get the name of the captive rabbit person? Pretty sure
No,
I
you
went and talked
didn't.
to her, got her name. Did I not ask her name?
No, you talked to
Man,
her
I
and
wanted
she
to
asked
buy
for
her,
help.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just holler out.
Fire.
Yeah, that was how I was trying to avoid the situation. Cecil, duck! And I'm going to cast Magic Missile. I'm only going to send 2 of them at that rat folk, hoping that he's close. And then send
He's
the
close.
third one. Oh, God. Send the third one at Rika.
He's been
So-
gooning.
Hey, yo.
Alright, so here, first 2 at him. That's going to be 6 damage to him.
Oh, he is on his last leg. But he is not dead.
Can I send the last one at him?
Yeah, send the
Even though I
last
said
one
I was
at
going
him.
to do Rika? Okay, the last one's 4 damage.
He falls dead.
So I'm like, pew, pew! And then I'm about to blast one at Rika. I'm like, he's still up! Pew!
Pew! Falls dead next to the cage.
The perfect pickoff spell.
Anything else you can do? Freddy? Freddy, my boy?
I am going to, I'll be like, Phineas, how you holding up over there? But I'm going to run over to Cecil and the cage that's now just, it's me and Cecil by it.
Okay. Can you do anything when you get there?
Nope. No. Because, like, I assume any sort of attempt at the lock or anything would be an action or a bonus action or something. So.
Seth, did you have anything in your notes? Did I give the prisoner a name? Just to double check.
No.
Did I
Okay.
give the prisoner a name?
No. She is religious rabbit folk.
That's what I
Didn't
thought.
know you said Margaret, right?
What?
Margaret from
Don't do
White
that.
Reed.
Don't.
I did say from White Reed. Okay, then it's Margaret. Wow. The lore master has been usurped.
By the Margaret Master.
Is this like a curse now that I have
His
to...
throne. Yeah, I mean, no big deal. You just have to do the recaps every week.
That was literally the only thing I wrote from last time.
Margaret. Okay, Margaret sounds right. And she was from White Reed. I did have that. Okay.
What a terrible name. Margaret the
Nope, nothing
rabbit
else.
folk.
Next up, the Rat Folk. Behind Finn. He's bound and determined to fuck you up. 22 to hit. But he only does. Oh, he rolled better. 7 slashing damage this time.
Uh-oh.
How are you looking, Finn? You looking okay?
Dwindling.
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 I'm at
got
24
one
out
down.
of 45.
You were up. You were over here in the fray. If you take a second to look over your shoulder, you'll see both your companions with no enemies around them, backed by the caged lady. Like it's over.
Okay. I reckless attack and swing with advantage to murder Rika.
Finish her.
She's looking hurt.
Finish her.
Get that nat 20. Give us a real one, nat 20.
There
Not
it
a
is.
faker.
25.
25 will just barely hit her.
God.
Oh, we'll be adding 2 to this after it's rolled. Oh, that's bad. 9 damage.
9
Is that-
damage, so you don't connect quite as cleanly as you have the last 2, and she's still standing.
Yeah, there's some little rat that keeps poking me in the ass.
Literally.
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
Okay. You are up in the mix. This other one, he is still trying to put the fire out. I rolled kind of a random check to see if he could get it out, and he would come back to the fight, but he cannot, so he is out of the fight as well. Cecil, you're up over here by Margaret, the caged prisoner.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, first I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon. Give another bash to the boar. Give a hope
Bash
that
that
we
boar.
can take that boar out of the game. That's not good. That's an 11.
An 11 will not hit.
Yeah. Bounces off a tusk or whatever, and I take my normal weapon, which is a mace, and I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, Miss Lady, just hands away from the lock, please." And he brings down the mace to try to break the lock off of the cage.
Bring
Yeah,
down
just
the
do
mace.
give me a roll to hit. Be pretty easy.
13.
13. Okay, yeah, that will hit, and you were able to successfully break the lock off.
Hell yeah. Well, the introductions can wait for later. If those rabbit legs are kicking, I say we kick it out of here. Starts running.
Okay, which way do you start running?
I start running back to the wagon.
The way that y'all came from. Okay,
Yeah.
which is like over here.
Back to the wagon away from the fire.
Yeah. Oh, you can go through there. Yeah, you can get through
I'm gonna
there.
go
And then,
cut through the woods a little bit because I lit like this tent on fire that I would have had to run by.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
okay, and Margaret, the rabbit folk, she will follow behind you. And she can keep up with you if you can help her along. All right. Next up is the rat folk that is working their way towards the cart to get your stuff for you.
Beautiful.
He's still a ways away, but he's about halfway there now after 3 turns. He's out of the fight. That brings us all the way back to Rika, who is going to take a couple of swings at Finn. And she's like, why won't you fucking die? And first one is a 2 to hit. Second one is a 17 to hit you, Finn.
Just barely.
Just barely. And she will do 9 slashing damage to you with her scimitar. She rolled pretty good there.
What a big meanie head.
And then she'll let Mudhoof take an attack at you. Oh, 25 to hit. Mudhoof does some big damage when he hits. He's going to do... Wow, I jinxed myself. 6 piercing damage to you, Phineas, from Mudhoof. But it's starting to add up. It's been, 4 or 5 turns they've been wailing on you.
Oh, yeah. You've been hit. 17 of 45.
Shoo, okay. So,
Okay.
Freddy, you're up. You're close enough. You see that Finn is just getting ganged up on.
Yeah. I'm going to holler at Finn and say, "Hurry up and finish with your toys, Finn. It's time to go." And as he's saying that, he's actually going to run up behind Finn, and I'm going to Scarlet Witch style weave my hands around the head of this rat folk that's been poking Finn in the butt, and use my hypnotic gaze feature. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And I checked like 19 different ways that this doesn't take concentration away from my other thing, and everything says that it's a totally separate feature. It doesn't take concentration because it's
And
not a
it
spell.
just targets one person, or it's a
One
like an
person I'm
area?
within 5 feet of, so I have to walk up right to him. And it basically, as long as I'm standing here in his brain, he can't move. It's totally Scarlet Witch from when she was introduced in that first movie, and she's like walking around behind them all, and she's like, "Your brain doesn't know what it's thinking."
Who are you doing this to?
The one that's behind you. I want you to finish off Rika and Mudhoof. I'm getting this rat off you, so I can basically hold him off of you until you're free, and then we can just skadoot.
He rolled
But-
a 3 on the die for his
Okay,
wisdom save.
good.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, so I've got him locked in. He doesn't get another save, but basically, as long as I use my action right here, I've got him locked in.
Okay. What else can you do?
That's it. No bonies for me.
Well, that's good timing because he's up. Now, what can he do? Can he try and save? Can he?
Nothing. I just have to sacrifice my action each turn, and I've got him.
Okay. So
Got
it
him
does take
locked
your
in.
action to keep him locked in. Okay.
Yes.
Finn, you are up. The one behind you did not hit you that turn. If you turn to look at him, he's got kind of these like spirally Jungle Book eyes from Freddy's hypnotic gaze. So you've got Rika and Mudfoot in front of you, and that's it.
I swing at Rika with advantage.
All right, swing at Rika with advantage recklessly.
Oh, we have 15 to hit.
15 just hits. That is Rika's AC.
My God, that's terrifying.
Yeah, she's tough.
Oh, that's a bad roll. 11 damage.
11 damage. Rika is on her last leg. You
No!
crack her again in the side of the head, but she is still standing. She is tough and stands up and wipes the blood from her face.
Okay.
Next up is this one that ran off to put the tent fire out. The fire is starting to dwindle and smolder, and he's going to step over in front of the tent and shoot a crossbow bolt at Brindlin Cornelius.
That's not good. I'm very, very hurt.
He only rolls a 12 to hit.
Whew, okay. That wouldn't have hit without mage armor.
He misses. And next up is Cecil, who has effectively left the combat with the prisoner.
No, he's not even 30 feet away.
Well, I was about to, definitely help out. Let's see, how can I? Yeah, I'll throw a healing word, a level 2 healing word, off to Finn.
Nice.
And you
nice.
guys you do max for healing word if you use like an action for it, right?
Yeah, but you can't use an action for
Yep.
healing word. It's a
It's bonus
spell.
action, so you have to roll that one.
Okay, cool. Da-na-na-na.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, level 2. It's 19.
I'll take it.
Damn.
This is a little party gift from me. Hell watch over you and make your feet swift. And then I keep running 30 feet away from combat with the prisoner.
With
Margaret.
the prisoner.
Margaret just looks up at you.
Well,
and
she's
says,
not our prisoner, but she was a prisoner.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Am I still a prisoner, or or are you
Call me
saving me?
master. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Whatever you say, master.
No. That's my turn.
All right. Next up is the one that would going to fetch your stuff. You're running up behind him as
gonna,
y'all
like,
both
oh,
work
yeah,
your
you
way
chase
towards
this
the
one.
cart. That's all they can do. Next up is Rika, and she is really hurt, and she's gonna give one last stand here and try and do some major damage to Phineas. She rolls a 24 to hit, and then her second attack, she rolled a nat 1. So she's only going to do
Bitch.
7 slashing damage to you.
Not bad. You just healed 19, so.
Mudhoof is going to lunge out towards you and take another attack at you. Oh, man. 17? Is that it?
It does.
Mudhoof does another 7 piercing damage to you with his tusks.
I like these odd numbers. Getting the most bang for your buck.
Next up, Freddy.
I am just locked in, concentrating on keeping that one guy going to get our potions, and locking this guy down. But I'll mumble out while I'm doing all this mental strain. I'd have the classic little nosebleed thing. Little drop starts to form. I'm like, Phineas, we're out of time here. What are you taking so long for? Just kill her already. And that'll be my turn.
Right, next up is the one who's under your hypnotic gaze. He can't do anything to get out of that.
There's like nothing he can do as long as I commit to it.
Finn, you're up. Rika's in front of you. If you get a good lick on her, you know that you can probably take her out.
It's my turn to smash.
Yes.
Your turn to smash.
21 hit.
There we go.
21 to hit. Give me that damage.
It'll be
Come on, max damage.
9.
Tell me how you want to
9
kill
damage.
Rika.
Thank God.
I hit her so hard that her body flies into the burning tent.
Oh, she
Just
goes
like
flying
baseball, golf swing style.
this
Hell
direction into the tent. The tent fire has begun to smolder out as this other rat folk ran by, but she just lands underneath the A-frame and then it just collapses on her.
Oh, nice.
I crouch
Sounds fun.
down to all fours, going nose to nose with the giant boar, dwarfing his frame in this position as I roar, attempting to intimidate him into running away now that his master has been slain.
Okay, I like that. I'll let you do that with the bonus action. Give me a roll, intimidation.
What is that symbol? I rolled a 5.
Oh. So with the 5, Mudfoot sees Rika fall, and you just see their eyes glaze over in anger as they snort steam out of their massive nostrils.
Aw, what a cute little loyal piggy.
What a piece of shit.
And they're going to try and hit you. Oh, pretty damn good. 24 to hit. With his
Just
last angry attack, he's going to do a really good roll. He's going to do 13 bludgeoning damage as he rams into you as Rika falls and drops her
Jeez.
rope leash. Freddy, you're up.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'm going to tell you that the resolve of the Ratfolk henchman seems to be waning.
Yeah, I think I have the perfect way to scare them off. They don't know that this is about my last spell, so I'm going to drop it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to introduce them to just a little bit more fire. Something like this. So I'm going to make this cone where I don't quite hit Phineas, but I hit the other 3 of them with burning hands.
Okay.
And they all need to make dex saves. Oh, my roll was garbage!
Oh no. What's the dex save?
13.
One
It's
rolled
only
a nat
5
20.
damage.
Nat 20, one rolled a 10, and one rolled a 3. So 2 fail.
Okay, so 2 will take 5, the other one will only take 2.
Not bad though.
Yeah. Figure a big flash is kind of a scary thing, and then I'm gonna run away, taking the attack of opportunity.
Okay. That rat bolt turns around and swings at you Rolls a 14 to hit.
Oh, mage armor saved me.
Nice.
It just binks off the invisible armor.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, so this one's back into action. He comes out of his hypnotic gaze, but as he looks down and sees Rika has died, he is going to... Let me roll something. Yep, he is going to drop down to his knees and drop his rusty sword. Ben,
Okay,
you are up immediately. This guy has surrendered right in front of you. You've got Mudfoot next to you.
So, I have this thing called brute savagery
Okay.
that
Sure, of course you do.
Savagery.
that makes my natural attacks stronger. It doesn't necessarily do anything here. My question is, can I bite while I've got someone grappled?
Sure.
Asking the right questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, so my
That just seems like something you
seven-
say yeah to.
yeah.
my 7-foot tiger frame wraps this boar up like a boa constrictor of arms and claws and just grabs onto this boar, taking him
Okay.
from the back and
Whoa.
just
Pause.
tackling him down to the ground in a grapple, at which I also have advantage on strength checks for this.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
Athletics, yeah. For the grapple.
19.
All right, so you get hold of him. You beat him.
Okay.
You got a 13.
Is that a movement action, bonus action, or full action? I can't ever remember with the grapple.
To grapple him is going to take an action.
That takes a full action.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to take your full action. So you've got him wrapped up in a bear hug.
Yeah. You want to wrestle?
What a wrestle.
You whisper "wanna wrestle" into his ear.
As I'm slowly kicking his back legs out from under him and ripping his front legs off.
Okay.
Hmm.
This next rat folk is going to drop down to his knees and surrender as well and go, all right, fine. The boss is dead. Screw it. Cecil, you're up. You're 30 feet away already.
Yeah, I'm continuing. I don't think I can use my bonus action when I'm this far away to make my spiritual weapon hit.
What's
There's
the
no,
range? Does it say the range? It says within sight or something.
The range to cast is 60.
Does it not have? I thought it had something that said like once you get a certain distance away, it disappears. The spell ends.
Literally has
We might have
nothing.
looked that up. We might have looked up what people thought
Yeah, we
for
Okay.
some kind of Learlock play or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
Learlock did a lot of spiritual weapon.
Yeah. So my spiritual weapon dissipates. I use my action to dash, and I continue with Margaret towards the cart.
Y'all can do that. The other rat folk is making it to the cart in probably the next turn to get your potions.
Good job, buddy.
All right, so Mudfoot is up,
Rolling around on the ground with
and he's rolling
Phineas.
around in the mud with Phineas. I think he's gonna try and bust out of your grasp. He's gonna use his action. Let's do another contested athletics check.
Okie dokie.
Not a good roll.
I
for
get a
him.
25.
Yeah, he got a 12. So, you keep a hold of him, and y'all continue to wrestle around on the ground. So I'm just gonna say that uses his full action and full turn. Freddy, you're up.
Freddy will look towards Cecil. He'll look back at Phineas. He'll see Phineas wrestling with this guy and see the other guys are like surrendering. And he'll be like, oh, Jesus. He'll kind of do like a quadruple take each direction. And he'll be like, ugh. And he'll start running back towards Phineas. And as he's running, he pulls up his little finger guns and goes, pew, 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 and shoots 3 magic missiles at the hog, knowing that he can, magically guide them and not hit his buddy.
Okay, give me the damage.
Oh, good damage. 3, 4, 5. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12.
Tell me how you do it.
So as Phineas Phineas has him spread eagle, I'm imagining Phineas is on his back and he's trying to get him in a chokehold, and he's got his legs wrapped around the hog and he's got him spread eagle, and Freddy just comes running in and pew 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 just shoots them all straight to his soft underbelly where his super smooth pigskin is, and just blows open his digestive
Walleye.
tract all over everything.
All right, and with that, based on the scenario that we've got, this is an unlosable situation. You've got some rat folk surrendering. You've got some other ones under suggestion spells. We're going to end combat there. So tell me what you guys want to do with these guys that have surrendered.
How did they have Maurice,
Margaret?
Margaret? They just have one cage? Do they have any more cages?
No other cages and no other prisoners that you can see, or slaves, or whatever you want to call her.
We can't put all three of them in the cage.
Oh, just let them scurry about. They're dirty little things anyway.
You just want to hiss at them. Get out of here!
Finn is joyously walking around this great giant boar that has been slain, and he keeps looking over at Freddy and then looking back at the boar, and he goes, "Freddy, look at all this meat."
Freddy will just rub his forehead. He'll be like, "The rest of you little shits better get out of here before Phineas turns you into meat as well. You understand me? Get!"
They all immediately take off running, scrambling for whatever they can grab, and run off into the woods. The rest of these rat folk that were here. A little bit later, the last rat folk comes walking back into the camp with a little pouch of potions. As soon as he gets back to you and hands it over to you, you see his eyes snap back to normal, and he's like, "Huh, where is everybody? What happened? Where am I?"
Freddy just smiles at him. He says, "Thank you for the potions. It seems that your companions have all gone on with their lives, as it were. I would advise that you do the same, lest you end up like some of your more unfortunate friends." And I'll gesture towards Rika and Mudhoof and the one that died to magic missiles.
And he just does the same. He scrambles off, takes off running, scrambles over into his tent and grabs a few things, and then runs out into the woods. And you guys are out of combat. You guys are in this nice little camp. You have a pond next to you. You see a few fishing poles set up near it. You've got a nice fire that had started to dwindle down. Fresh supply of meat.
Big
with
old
this
supply of meat.
giant boar. You actually have a couple of horses and a cart that is just overflowing with what you can assume is stolen contraband.
Freddy will walk up at the end and take a potion out of the bag and hand one to Phineas. Be like, "After battle potion?"
No, I don't need it. Phineas says, standing there with gaping wounds across his chest and back and scraped up arms and just this big gusher in his thigh from his femoral artery.
So as you guys look over and see this massive cart full of stuff, y'all are free as the evening kind of winds down if you want to check out what is in the cart. I was really going to run this as like an actual trader, so it's kind of like y'all killed the trader in like Resident Evil.
In Skyrim. Yeah.
And that's why she was so tough. She had 60 HP, and Mudfoot had a good chunk of HP too. So they were tough, and I didn't know what would happen. But so what I'm gonna do is I will just give you everything that she had. As you guys search through this cart and you find some various things, all of the things that you would expect maybe a little bit of an unscrupulous trader might have. You've got some thieves' tools, some rations, but a few things catch your eye. So you find a couple little notes, and they're on top of like a stack of these old wooden frames. And it catches your eye in particular, Freddy.
I want to sort through them and see what they are.
As you go to kind of sort through them, they catch your your fox and eyes, you see a little note on top, and it's scribbled in handwriting, and it says, Bog pays a fortune for anything showing the old bearded folk. No one knows what they are. And you can kind of thumb through these oil paintings, and I'm going to tell you what you find. The first painting that you uncover, you see what looks like a workshop, metal gears and rudimentary tools and different bits and bobs. And in the center of the room, you see this hunched, bearded figure. He's short and stout, and he doesn't have any hair on the top of his head. And he is examining a small piece of turquoise crystal.
Turquoise. Similar to the crystals we've been finding. Interesting.
It does look similar.
What are the other photos? Are there any other ones of note? Or is that the most interesting one?
Yeah, as you kind of flip through, you see some landscapes and some different paintings. One is a large wooden ship amid some rocky seas. The next one that really catches your eye, as you flip it open, you see what appears to be council of some sort. You see these tall humanoid figures with pointed ears and long, stringy hair. They do not look like any animal folk that you've ever come across. And they all are standing in a circle around another one of these similar, short, bearded, stout fellows who sits on a throne. As you continue to flip through, you see one last painting that catches your eye. You see a row of soldiers, short and stout, covered in some sort of metal armor from head to toe. Their legs, bodies, arms, and heads, including their faces, completely covered in thick metal armor. They stand at attention while one of these short, bearded, stout figures holds a large chunk of turquoise crystal whirring inside of some sort of metal contraption.
Ooh, okay. You've mentioned before that this is a fairly primitive setting. Is their armor like more advanced than stuff that we've got in this setting?
What you're seeing in this painting is unlike anything you've ever seen. It looks like a crazy heavy plate armor.
That quantity and quality would just be crazy to see today.
Correct. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you guys, as players, these are not animal folk in these. They look to be dwarves.
Yeah,
or
we would recognize them as
elves.
dwarves from your description.
Really, all three of y'all's characters would not know what a dwarf is, or a human, or an elf, for that matter.
Never seen anything like this.
Never seen anything like that. So this would be totally foreign to you.
Very interesting. Man, you making me write turquoise is a real crime. It's very mean to me.
And as you kind of sort through that stuff and you guys harvest your meat for the night around the campfire, we're going to end there for tonight. I will drop everything that you find into our messages, and we will see what happens next time.
Oh yeah.
See what you guys want to do.
Very pleased. Love it.
Excellent. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Give me something to juice over for the next week.
My.
Juice it over, and I am going to check XP and see where you guys at. I haven't
Ooh.
added it up in the last few sessions or so.
The next
Oh,
level will
yeah.
be awkward for me because
Your next level will be good. Yeah,
I
level
did
5
the
will be great for Seth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did a
Extra
dip
attack.
though, so I
mean,
won't get level 3 spells.
Yeah, you won't get like fireball and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But I will get a ASI, and I have 3 odd numbered abilities. So my ASIs
wow.
are going to be awesome for the next few times I get them.
Does Cleric get something big at 5? I can't remember.
They're
Just
full
I don't
caster,
know.
so they'll get third level
Sure.
spells. Third level spells.
get
are
third
so
level
big
spells,
for
yeah.
clerics.
That's-
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Which no promises, but I will look and see.
All right. Well, good stuff,
Edge at
guys.
that level.
Yeah. That was fun.
Thanks for joining us, Alan. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Good night.
absolutely. Thanks, Alan. Good night.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Tune in next week to find out what happens to our party. Join us at patreon.com/lootdummies to listen to these episodes significantly earlier and get other goodies, including 3D printed miniatures and access to our Discord.